Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. Today I'm here with a group of people. We are going to be trading live again. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be giving away that you can get under Show More for this video, and that's going to be a new custom indicator. I mean, it's not new if you're used to the channel, but it's the ADX that I'm using now. This new layout for the RV strategy, which we'll be focusing on today, and then, of course, the scalping indicator that's been tweaked. So those three things, look for all those at the end of the video, and we'll have a link to get all those if you want to put them onto your platform. Make sure you read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. We basically teach through entertainment. Hopefully you'll find something that you can use. We don't sell courses. I am going to be going a little bit more in depth today because we're getting a lot of questions from beginners, and I kind of am thinking that most everybody's intermediate here, so I'm going to try to look at this explanation more from a beginner's point of view. So if those of you that have been looking forward to that, I'll give you a little bit more detail before we start trading. I have allowed another 5 or so minutes to kind of go in, not totally in depth, but remember there are videos here. Make sure you read this, guys. There are videos here that show you how to build a layout from scratch, how to set up your scanner so you don't have to pay for a course, how to do a chart from the beginning, so look for these videos, how to set up support and resistance lines. There's just videos, how to speed up your platform and computer, how to see which way the market's going every day. I mean, look around in the different videos. And of course, there's tons of archived videos showing live tradings with the different way that we trade here. So today we're focusing on the #1 strategy out there, the RV strategy, where people, I know there's a couple millionaires that trade on this channel that got there just from this strategy, but lots of people that are making a living. And really the goal here on Day Trading for Success is to try to get you to make $100 a day, to $200 a day, $300, maybe $500 a day, where it can really make a difference in your life and you can quit that job. So way back last year in early March, April, a group of professional traders got together, and I was one of them, trying to develop new strategies. So a whole bunch of them we kind of threw on the wall to see what would stick. And this RV strategy really became a great strategy. And it's really it's not too much different than anything else. It's just a little bit of tweaking. I mean, this is a range-bound strategy that we're going to be trading today, what that means is we believe the stock is going to trade. Those candlestick patterns inside two levels are going to trade within a range. So you have a certain safety that you count on, probability of a certain safety, obviously, to make money, knowing it's only going to traverse within that range. But obviously you need a trading plan. You need to have max loss set. A lot of people like to put that right on the chart. We pretty much practice mental stop loss here for scalping because of stop hunters and things like that. But if your share size is so low, that's probably not going to matter to you. We have to worry about that a little bit more with higher share size. But especially if we trade in a group and there's a bunch of clumps at the same price, realize that we just cannot set stop losses. So we advocate for mental stop loss, especially if you're trading a high momentum stock, because what you might not know if you're not used to this is you set a stop loss and you think you're safe, like the price will sell there and it won't go any lower. But often it jumps right over that because it's so volatile, and then suddenly you're still in position and $10 ago, so you can't 100% count on those unless it's a very slow moving stock. Then you pretty much 100% can count on those. But so we learn by trading on light speed and trading buy high, sell higher, those kind of things that you don't, the momentum stocks that move so fast that you don't set that. You set mental stop loss. Like you look at your numbers and you go, I'm out. I'm out. So a lot of people don't quite understand that, because people advocate that that's craziness to have a mental stop loss. But that's just because they trade differently. They trade on something that you'll always get picked up. So I learned to do mental, and I think scalping, that's a good idea, but you have to have a trading plan that shows max loss per trade, max loss per day, and you need to check any strategy wherever you're picking it up in a simulator, speak to somebody licensed, and so on. So let me go over this layout. I'll tell you as a whole first, and then I'll go into more detail. So this is a 1-minute chart. This is a scalping indicator. Minimized down here is a daily chart. This is the level 2. This is the active trader. This is a 15-minute chart. This is a 5-minute chart. I know these are all a big mess, but you'll see why in a second. This is set on 5 minutes for the SPY. Then I have another 5-minute that's set for that's they're all hooked together here. And then I have a 1 hour, a 4 hour, and then I have the news down here at the bottom. Now, this is the new RV strategy layout. I find it perfect. The traders here find it perfect for trading this. Now, let's talk about the RV strategy itself. Now, this is from after we started trading and it ended up being so good, they put out a book, The $1 Million Margin Club, that instantly became a bestseller. Why is that? Well, it's a large cap strategy that you can trade just 25, 50, or 100 shares, and you don't, for the most part, if you follow the rules and set, max loss and those kind of things, you don't have a lot to risk. It's like it has a big range, but it moves slow enough. RV meaning like a RV that travels on the road, not relative volume, that it moves slow enough, but then makes some distance that you have a chance to get in and out, and it's based on support and resistance lines. So there's a best-selling book called Day Trading Volume 1 that covers all the details. If you've missed some of them here, I have lots of archive videos. You don't actually have to buy the book to learn this strategy. I just recommend it. Also, candlestick patterns. You really need to learn those for any strategy, particularly this one. That's in Day Trading Volume 2, or it's specifically called the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. I will have a link to that in Day Trading Volume 1. And there's a third one that's Day Trading Volume 3. But if you go to the $1 Million Margin Club's authors page, or whatever page they have on Amazon, you'll find all of those books. So if you miss one, that what you won't find, and I'll have a link to, is Trading in the Zone. I highly recommend you read that book by Mark Douglas. There's a video over on the $1 Million Margin Club, if you're not a reader, that explains that whole book. If you go to their YouTube channel, they have a video about that. They also they don't have a video for this yet, but the other book I'll have a link to is The Best Loser Wins, by Tom Hougaard, and you really want to read that. So those 5 books, they'll all have links, along with a lot of other ones that I like. But those 5, or I help promote for the $1 Million Margin Club, but those 5 particularly are like must-own, so you should get that. So you'll see why in a second, because you'll see this particular strategy, how I trade it, and why those books will probably, I hope anyway, why those books will probably come in handy. So let's go over what this big mess is here. So how do we start this strategy? We have a few minutes before we start trading, but I'm going to go pretty fast. This is a day chart. Okay, so remember, there's ways videos to show you how to build this platform, how to build a chart and what the charts mean and things like that. Each one of these candles represents a day that has gone by, right? Now, this one right here, it's just on the far right. This is today moving. You won't see it move very fast because this is an entire day. So how do we set up to begin trading? This is, by the way, the new indicator for you intermediate traders and professional traders that is here. If you missed it on episode 83, I will have it again here. And this is the ADX trend alert. This actually sets an alert off. It sounds like a phone ringing if you have the sound on your computer that goes off to let you know when it's breaching the lines. A lot of times we're so busy. So I felt this was probably, a lot of people use this for the RV strategy. So I went ahead and put it in there on this new platform. As well as we do need to know the ATR level, and it's a good idea to look to see if it's, where it's at generally, but this level here, which you'll see in a minute. So how do we first set up our range? So we have an ATR high here and an ATR low. How do we get that? That's the range we expect. You can see from these candlesticks, that's the range we expect the stock to trade in. That's our safety net. Like if it breaks out of this, that's in a trend, it starts to trend, and the RV strategy isn't as effective. So you kind of get the idea of how far the price action's going to move on the smaller charts, which I'll open up, which kind of gives you a safety measure. And then we put support and resistance lines in between here to follow here, guidelines with ceilings and floors. And we'll go over those in just a second, how we get that. But first, the ATR, you look at the close of the previous day, which is right to the right of my picture. You probably can just barely barely see it. It says 150.56, but when I go back over that candle, 166.78. That's when this candle closed, the price action closed yesterday. So you make a note of that, right? Then you go down to this ATR for the same day. That number, let me go over the candle. That number, we'll call it $7. You split that in half. So you've got 350. So you subtract 350 from the close of the candle to get the ATR low, and you add 350 to get the ATR high. So what you've done is you've got the entire $7 range in here, and it kind of a mean center was taken from the previous candle. That's our opening range. That's how you set that up. Now we want to be able to have, and then we're going to trade on a 1 minute chart. So we want to be able to have more guidelines than just that really wide range, which is way up here and way down there. We want to know when we might go in and go out based on that. So we're going to open up this 5 minute chart over here. My mouse pad going here. So this is a 5 minute chart, and these yellow lines you see are what they call Fibonacci levels. So you can put that up on your chart. It's under your tools. You see right here, Fibonacci retracements. Okay, so hopefully you can see that from my picture, yeah. So you click the trough up to the peak, or it could be the peak down to the trough, depending on, but the highest and lowest numbers within a 10-day period on a 5 minute chart. So then you click on the trough and you drag it up to the peak, and then these lines open up. And those are called nature's mathematical formula, the Fibonacci levels. Very, very well respected by other traders. So I'm going to have to go a little faster here. So then we go to the other 5 minute down here, which is set on a 2-day. And now we do the same thing again. Okay, so 2-day. And now we have more of these lines dragged and put in. So I'll go over what those are. Just quickly, what else is on this strategy is, hang on a second, is this. Let me get the SPY opened up here. So I just take a quick look at this every morning. I put this over here so you can kind of see generally what the market's doing. So that's on there on a 5 minute. It has the 50 moving average, the 100 moving average, and the 200 moving average. Also I have the 1 hour and 4 hour down here. I have the news. I'll read on the stock in the morning just to see what it is. And then the RV strategy calls for you creating these blue lines you see here, support and resistance lines on historical data to help you trade. Now you can either do that on 4 hour candlestick chart, 1 hour candlestick chart, 15 minute or 5 minute. The book explains exactly how to do it and how you rate it, because you're trying to get the best rated stock to trade. So that's so important. So right now I'll tell you, I went through all the steps, and the 4 hour luckily was very useful to do this. So you see the ATR high and low. Now why did I put these blue lines here? So I basically marked these blue lines. The Fibonacci lines are in between the ATR. So these are support and resistance lines, right? Here's the pink ones over here. So we're going to look at those. Those are highly respected, right? So that's one of the mathematical formulas we look at. But then the other is based on historical data. What has happened in the previous 10 days where the stock has turned around? Now, these are 4 hour candlesticks that made, abrupt stops, rested, or turned around. So there's a reason that happened. We don't know the reason. Some people might, but for the most part, us traders, us simple folk, have no idea why the price action turned around. These 4 hour candlesticks are just depicting that level on the price off to the right, right? So they're just depicting it. So we want to mark those so in case they do it again, right? Which often happens. More often than not, they do it again, but not all of the levels. So you have to take it with a grain of salt. You have to remember this is all probability and outcome read trading in the zone. Any trade could go against you at any time. But look, we want every advantage we can take. So there is no reason not to mark that unless you're clairvoyant and know something that the rest of us don't know. Now, I know there's lots of ways traders do this. They do Bollinger Bands and, all kinds of other things. And the MACD, they only go in by those readings and they don't put lines, okay? A level. Somebody just sent me a big, long email saying like they are using historical data. They're just not marking up their charts. Okay. To me, that's not as precise as this. I mean, not just to me, to everybody that trades with me, this is a far more precise way to know when where those channels are. So we mark the bodies and wicks. And the 4 hour, remember, the 4 hour is taking the average of all the other charts I just showed you, the 1 hour, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, and then the 30-minute or whatever. All of those are averaged into one 4 hour candlestick. So it stands to reason these levels would be a little more respected. And when I draw them, I will move them slightly to try to pick up more levels across. So there's a little subjective part of it. But for the most part, they're guidelines anyway. These are guidelines, guys. So, now when I open this up, I have guidelines. Now, remember to watch the video about setting up the volume profile, which is right here. This is set for intraday. You can see the point of control, or what I call the magnet right here. This also helps you trade. The scalping indicator, which I'm making available, shows the buyers, the sellers, and the volume all in one. So you're not looking at separate things. And you can see the percentage, which you just can't get. You can't get this information except for this indicator. So this is free. It's not a sales pitch. I designed it. I definitely had help, but I designed it. I made it available here for free. This is a community share channel. Everything is free. So when you hear me going on about something, it's because I believe in it, not because I'm trying to sell you something, okay? So, because I've definitely been accused of that. So now that I've showed you all these, let me get ready to trade. I'm going to blow up the 5-minute. I showed you why we have it. Now I'm watching larger moves, but I'm going to be trading in and out right here using these buttons. Everybody's trading 500 shares. It's trading with me up here on Zoom. I do have people with me here in the studio. Charlie, she handles all the chat. I have Alan over that way. So I have people on both sides of me that are doing other things to help put this all together in this massive production. There's no editing here, so it's just because it's live trading. Answering questions of the traders that are here trading. So it is a bit of an operation. So we really would appreciate your support to try to one day maybe actually pay for it. It's not doing it yet, but we're growing. So anyway, I told you about the books. There's links to them. I'm going to have this platform available for you. We're going to be trading in 2.5 minutes. So the RV strategy goes in a half hour after market opens, whatever time frame you're in. So that's UTC -5, or on the East Coast, New York Stock Exchange, 10 a.m., a half hour after market opens is when we begin. There is usually a huge influx of volume right at that time because there's many strategies, not just range bound, that use that half hour to go in, off the 30-minute candles or 15-minute candles. So typically what happens is, you go the direction. So right now, I was going to go long here, guys. So I'm quarterbacking for everybody. Some people call it call the ball. Some people call it quarterbacking, whatever. But they all take their own trades, okay? Now, I was going to go long, and if this keeps going down like this, so this broke a fib level and went right through but the point of control pulled down, which actually means it's going to suck it down even further. So this is making me want to go short, honestly. So you've got the even dollar amount. Oh, no, there's the point of control pulled. So now it's hitting that as sort of a resistance. So, and it's just resisted off of here too. So now I'm kind of looking to go maybe, I don't know. I can't call it yet, guys, but we still have a minute to go. So let's see. Now I see action coming up here and we're below that. Remember, look at the video on how to, I'm more inclined to buy off this level, but let's see. I don't know. I might hold off a second. This is actually harder to read because I still want to go long, but it's going down, and I don't want to get caught in a really bad downward move. So you may see me pause just slightly, guys. So somebody is already in, and you do realize that that was a mistake. Okay, and that happens. You get twitchy. Obviously, they can do whatever they want, but we like to, so there's no FOMO. We like to stick together. So we're going to be ready to trade in just a few seconds. There we are. So now we can take a trade. I'm actually going to wait a second, guys. I'm not liking the action here because I kind of want to buy, but man, I'm going to take it off of that. What did I get at 05? So I'm taking it off of this level and the 86 even, and I'm going to manage a bad position if it's the wrong way. So you guys go, everybody bought too, yeah. I mean, it seems counterintuitive, but other things tell you no. You look at the scalping indicator, the volume went down with the sellers. See how it kept dropping, and then the point of control was pulled down, but now it's right above it, pulling it this way. Now we are still above the VWAP, which you could count for kind of like as a support. And then we're in a tweezer move between the 9 and the 20 moving average. So remember, guys, there's stuff that shows you how to your EMAs and your SMAs. There's videos if you're new. I mean, this isn't an entire beginning tutorial, but there are some A to Z, I think was the name of the episode, A to Z, the RV strategy. If you're just new to this, I know there was just a clump of emails that they didn't understand what I was talking about. And sometimes I forget. I just assume everybody's taking the journey with me. So I'll go over stuff really quick, and then I leave people behind, and that's not intentional. It is hard to do something for beginners, intermediate, and advanced all the time. So I try to talk through why I do the trades, but you really need to go back and research to see more of the stuff I've said. Watch every video 10 times. That's what I like to say. Help out the channel. Share. Thumbs up. Charlie's so kind. We have one troll. It's a joke we have about. We picture this person, with patches of hair and green blotchy skin, black and green, and big yellow eyes, waiting for us to post a video so it can give a thumbs they can give a thumbs down or a nasty comment. And there's just one negative comment, which is amazing. Like the Beast will tell you, we're incredible. We only get one thumbs down. And that's great, so we're really happy and proud of that. But there is this one guy that we make jokes about. I assume it's a guy. I don't know. We make jokes about. And this morning, Charlie was like, we were talking. We're going like, there's no thumbs down in the last, 3 or 4 videos. And we're like, wow. And then she says, oh, God, I hope he's all right. Like, no, we don't really hope he's all right, do we, Charlie? You're too kind. Stop it. Jeez. We've gotten to know our troll. I don't know why people do what they do, but we won't stay there with that comment. But we are so appreciative of all the positive support that we get, and it keeps us going. And it's great that we're community sharing. Everything's free, which I know people aren't used to. And it bothered me for years watching YouTube that everything was a sales pitch by everybody. So now I do promote books. I cannot lie. I do promote books for other authors, and I want them to do well. Stuff that I believe in. I do have, people asked about what monitors, what computers. I do have that send you to Amazon to buy these things. So I do have some stuff, but we're not selling courses here or that kind of thing, like trying to get you into a monthly fee and, spend these thousands of dollars. And we're trying to bring all that information to you for free, and then hopefully get you to cross guys, I'm just waiting because until it gets up here is when I'm starting to think about it. So it just tapped it. And I am trying to do less trades, but look what's happened. The volume's going up with the buyers, and it's 100% right there again. So, I am looking for a turnaround. Well, I will get out, but I don't think we're there yet. So this was a possible, because it did respect that 168.92, or let's call it 169. It kind of respected that. Okay, so now it's gone up to the next level. So can it make it up to that fib? Definitely at the fib. As you know, I will reverse at a fib. That's just the way it is, but I just respect it, and if it keeps going, I manage the bad position, like I said. So this is the highest. And remember to look for multi candlestick alignment to make sure you're not getting lost in a tiny move, and the other candles are a different color. So green candles signify we're going up in price action. It's a good opening trade. And I'm really thinking that this might be the level here, but let's see. See if it can punch through that. There it goes. Wow, that is awesome. Going up to the fib. Is it going to make it to the fib? We're looking for the fib up here. Anything on the fib? I'm going to take that. That's so close. What did I get that at? So what I did is I reverse, guys. So that's what I do. I reverse. And now I have 500 shares going short. If it breaks through here and starts to get into this void, I will reverse again. So I did do it a little early because often on a Fibonacci level, everybody's getting prepared to get out or change their position and go down. And sometimes they'll try to jump the other people so they don't miss the action. So often you will see me make my move just prior to it reaching the level that I believe that I have confidence in. So I wasn't too far off of it, right? 51 cents. I was 11 cents off the level. I actually thought I was closer to that when I hit it, but so I saw 46. But sometimes your mind can play. I was looking at the market maker. Often I'll look at the ask or the market maker, but this stock's not like NVIDIA, so you're not watching a $1, $2 spread or whatever it might be, 80-cent spread and a $5 or $10 move. That's all going to change, but because of split. But as of now, so this is good. So we did call it. Now it may stop and turn around right here. So I'm looking for that, but I don't want to get into this click, 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 tons of trades. And beginners, I think when you see me do that, be careful because it's more of an advanced kind of trading to try to catch small moves that I believe I can catch. But if you wait, it will fulfill your dreams, So I'm looking for maybe between the two fibs would be good. I don't know if we can get that far down. But that's a shadow wick, which signifies this going down. Let's see, and it is continuing. Hit the 20. It broke the 9, broke the 20. And the sellers did go up quite a bit since the last. So let's see if this is going to continue its trend. Look at it right here. So these are the things I look at. This is why this is an indicator you really want to get. Two things you want to do: buy the book for this strategy and get this indicator. One of them you got to pay for. The other one is free. But if you're interested in doing that, getting a trade, the candlestick pattern book doesn't hurt either. So look at those of you that know. I mean, this is close to an abandoned baby, not quite, but it's definitely a rickshaw man or a bull doji signifying this move, which it did do nice and strong. So I would have been surprised if it didn't go down after this candle closed and made that. Now this was an indecision here, so this may send it back up. I'm trying to do less trades today than normal. Let's see if we can get to this fib. Okay, so I might reverse on this fib. I want to see, this is a lot of downward selling action, so let's just take a breath here. So it dropped a little bit, but not like we saw when this was heading toward the fibs. The buyers, this is not telling me, yeah, see, it already broke it. So that was at 33. We're at 31. Let's see. It does look like it might turn around here. So let's just see. We'll give it a little bit more confidence of continuing because of the scalping indicator telling me that it looks like it might continue. But if I see it start to go back up here, I think I will reverse and take my profits. So let's see. So it's breaking a 4-hour level and a fib level, and it went down to 20. Yeah, so it's continuing. So now let's look at the 168 even, because now we're down to the bottom of this move. So this is kind of where we started. So we want to look at that, and it's also the VWAP right there. So this is a good trade again. We're very close to our last trade. I'm looking at the market maker, even though there's very, very little spread here, which is great. Oh, the ask has decided to freeze on us. Oh, there it goes. Okay. That's another reason why I like to look. This is always accurate. That doesn't mean they don't try to skimp a little on you, but yeah. It's all done with high frequency algorithms, how they make their little money and fill this, but you wonder sometimes if they know who's the bigger client, you know, and then maybe make it more toward the bid or the ask based on their share size, and or is it just solely about they want to make money, or you know, it's supposed to be a controlled, as you know, but you can't help but wonder. Hey, there's people that still think the Earth is flat. What can I tell you? That the moon landing didn't happen or whatever. So, and if I'm offending you, if you think that didn't happen, I don't mean to. I believe that we landed on the moon. So, but yeah, you can have a conspiracy theory is my point about anything, you know. So it broke the 168 as I was jabbering. So that's pretty good. Look at this strength here. So I'm not getting out of this yet. This is a better trade than the first trade. Is it going to, oh, it pulled down the point of control. Did you see that? So that's kind of kickstarting it down some. So it's not done with its move yet. Let's see if you can make the other fib. Man, I tell you, I'm going to bank it at this fib if it gets down there. That's 167.46. So I'm right. If you look at that, I'm very close to that here. Be careful always looking at the candlestick sometimes, guys, because they won't reconcile with the price perfectly. There's sometimes a delay. So look at what you're really getting, and you can tend to kind of just focus, oh, the candlestick hit that level, but did it really? Or did it hit? Okay, I'm going to take that. So I got it at 147. I got a penny off that fib. So let's see. I'm actually going to reverse there because it looks like it's going to continue to go down. So that just showed me that it was going to continue to go down. I'm going to take it again. I got it at 39. So I banked another like 20 bucks there. And it is going to go down. Oh, I should have held it longer. The way that it didn't turn around, I mean, this dropped, but not that much. There it goes. Okay, good. Phew. All right, so. Okay, so that was a little short trade, but I'm seeing that we're slowing down a little bit here, so I'm getting a little concerned about doing quite as long. I got lucky there. You know, those are nice, big, long moves. So I might try to I'm trying to reach 5,000 a day, and I'm seeing here that this price action was going to make it very difficult for that to happen. So the only way I can really do that is, you guys doing that? You're pretty good up there. Is to maybe take some advantage off of some short scalps. So I might try to slip into some of these here. Come on, so you can see how this is starting to consolidate down at a lower level. So I think there's a chance to kind of bang off these channels, ceilings and floors of these channels. And I'm looking to do that off the 167.68 back down to the fib, or maybe lower. And I missed it. There was a little scalp there of like 20 cents. I missed it. But that's what it's teaching me to do here. So now this is saying it's going to go long. I'll take that. What did I get that at? 65? So I really wanted to get it more like 68. Yeah, if that keeps going up, I gotta get out of here. So let's see. Now we have made a bear flag. So know your patterns. If this turns red, we have a bear flag, and theoretically it could go down the distance of the pole. I do not expect that to happen with this price action, but that is a bear flag. We have very strong 5-minute down and the 15 minutes down. I didn't want to get caught the wrong way, so I flipped it. And we'll be looking to get either out right here, right below at the fib again for a smaller gain, or down here. So let's see what we get here. Is it going to bank off that little channel back and forth? That's a tight channel to try to make the money on it. That's a very tight channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do it though. It's at it. I got it at 54, not quite where I wanted. I actually don't like the way it's looking. I don't think it's going to go all the way back up. So I have it again short at the same. What, I get the same price? Oh, so I didn't make any money on that then. Okay. All right. It seemed like I did. I guess not. Wow. I'll reverse there. I'll take that another reverse. That time I definitely made money. Okay, so now I've got it 67.42 short, which isn't as good as I'd like it. But look at it go down. Okay, good. So it broke that level, and I managed to get a couple of scalps in there. So let's see if it breaks. I'm looking to scalp it at the even dollar, 67 even, 167 even. Let's see if we get it there. That was 05, 06, 05. I'm going to take it right there. 167.03, which is close to that. It got me up to 2,300. Oh, it looked like I was gonna do a quick reverse if it went way up again, but I'm looking to play this more. Oh boy. Okay. You guys doing? Some of you are long and some of you are short. I'm going to go off that fib, guys, to go to reverse it. It's definitely a downward move on the bigger candles, so let's not get caught up on the small moves here. Let's get up to the fib, guys. I'm watching my market maker price right up here. Hopefully I went over enough so you guys kind of understand the strategy. I'm basically playing these levels. And if you get those levels marked out, which it isn't rocket science once you start to get in to think about it, it's just not that hard to mark them out. There's so many videos. And of course, the book shows you not only how to mark it up, but how to trade, go in and out after they're marked up with so many examples that you're going to want to check out. Wow, there we go. 37, 40. What did I get that? 39. I thought it was going to pop up, not down as I hit it. So, I'm going to take that back. A little bit of reversal there. I've got it at 39 long now. Oh no, not feeling it here. I might take a lesser loss in a second. You go up at all for a little bit more? Oh, I thought it was going to tick up 5. I'm just going to take that. So I got it at 67.40 short. Yeah, this is some consolidation action in here. Whoa, I'll take that. 67.30 long. Look at that, huh? So that's more of a bear flag that it's making here. And this is still, these are both still going down. So I'm in the wrong position to hold. So I don't want to, if it breaks this, the 67, I will get out at that point. Look at that go up. Come on, give us a punch up there. There's a battle going on. I definitely want to end up going short. I'm trying to make a little money off this trade before I do. Maybe get up to the, break the fib for a second. Can we break that fib? It's right at 46. Yeah, there's no way I'm making 5K today. We're getting, you know, near to time. Well, I don't know. I got 10 minutes. But if it keeps consolidating like this, there's no chance. Look at that. So it broke the fib. Okay. Can I get to the next line up? Or I'm about to reverse, guys. It's just very close to having me reverse here. Whoa, I'll take that. 62. So a little bit off that line. Got up to 2,700. Wow, I got to take that again. I'll take a lesser loss there. Short again at 58. But I do think I banked like 40 bucks. 58 now. Is it going to keep going up? Come on now. That's not what's supposed to be happening. Break that fib. Break that fib. I don't want to reverse yet. Go. Whoa. That's a stronger move there. See that? See the scalper's indicator? It was close to 100% there for a second. Now this is a spinning top or a hangman telling you that it's going to reverse and go back down. But then we had this big green candle here. So, I mean, it's not that big, but it's kind of conflicting patterns here. Everything says long still right now, but I just don't trust it because of the bigger plays over here. Yeah, so that's why I'm sticking with this. So there's the fib. Gonna break that fib. Oh, okay. So there went the point of control, actually helping it go up, which is not what I wanted to see. We're right at the magnet now, the point of control. I watch these arrows flash up. Yeah, that's just exactly what it did too. I could have caught that little scalp there. It would have been a difference of $100 because it was like 45 that way and went up 50 the other way. It told me just before it did it, and then I didn't act on it. So probably some of you captured that. Here they are going the other way now, but I bet you got, yep, that's what I thought. Yeah. So, ouch here. Okay, so if this keeps going, if this breaks this level, I'm going to have to go back long again. There it goes. Now, can it break through that fib? Can you break through that fib and start to, there you go. There you go. All right, that's a good trade, but I don't want to get out prematurely just in case it's actually making a move down to where it stopped. So this is where it stopped before, so I'm going to get out right there if it gets that far. It's close. 67, 18, 20, 17. I don't want to miss it. 10, 04. Got it. What did I get it at? Oh, 8. God, I saw it. A 1 and a 2. Now it keeps going. Yeah. Ouch. Don't break that. We don't want that to be broken. I'm going to take that. I'm going to go for some little scalps here, guys. I broke 3K. Let's see if I can get a little bit more. So there's an email on the channel. If you have questions, if you're new, you can shoot an email. And here comes a shiitake coming across, and you probably saw it too. Yeah, why don't you lie down there? You got a blanket there just for you. I'm going to reverse right there. I'm not quite sure what my slippage is here. Ouch. Okay, so that didn't work well for me. 67.15 long. 167.15 long right now. It's consolidating right here, and it's just, I'll take that. I think I at least pocketed some of that. I'll do it again. Now I'm 67.11 long. Trying to stair step up here, guys. I mean, in the money. We go again. 67.16 short. I'll take that. 67.15 long. There's not much slippage I'm noticing here, which is great. Take that. 67.22 short. Oops. Sooner or later, I'm going to get tagged with a big one, so I got to be careful here. Now I'm short. 22. There we go. I'll take that. Go long again. I felt like I wanted to go long right there, like it's at its bottom, but maybe it's going to break through it, and I'm going to be in the wrong position when it does. And you'll see me get the heck out of this. Very cool. Oh, that was good. It's a 67.30, 30 short. Yeah, everybody's doing their ins and outs just like me. Would I get that at 25? That's not that good, actually. I want to go short again, a little bit better. Yeah, that's not that good. I should have waited a second to get it better down toward that line. Looks like we're just destined to do $15, $30 trades here for a while, guys. It's just consolidating in this channel, the fib in here. Literally, these channels are calling it, so we've just got to get the right move in here, and we should be okay. I want it to get up there a little higher before I reverse, at least green, but I want to reverse. Can get it up to that fib maybe, or that 38 cent 4 hour line. Oh no. Oh no. We still got about 3.5 minutes. Oh, this is going to be a painful trade. Well, you know, I'm not going to let this drop below 3K, but I think we're seeing what our number is going to be today, which is about 3K. So I'll probably be trading the power hour a little later to make up the difference. I do have a couple swings going right now. NVIDIA's one of them. Let's see here. Come on. That's not good news, guys. Okay. Oh, man. Really? So it broke it. Man, I wish I'd caught that short up there. I kind of saw it, and I was in the wrong position doing these little baby moves. All along, we've been seeing this move, so now how long? I have a $500 max loss, by the way. I set it the same as the share size, so I'm not breaking any rules. But I really thought the price action was going to be moving a little bit quicker than this, so I'm kind of surprised. Actually, I'm going to probably, this is probably my last trade because we're coming up on it, and I'm feeling a little decision fatigue, honestly, from these little scalps in here. Definitely called that wrong, and that's a sign that I'm getting tired. I don't like to do that many. I mean, you guys certainly see me do them, but I would prefer letting it go 2, 3, 4 minutes if possible. But I do a lot of them on a 1 minute candle. You guys, I mean, 2, 3 trades in 60 seconds. It just depends too on, you know, how much sleep I got the night before, when it starts to feel like this is arduous, this is more difficult, it's not fun. Because I really enjoy trading. Should I say I enjoy trading when I lose? No. I do not. Yes, I am a human that way. Suddenly trading sucks, worse than gravity. So don't get into an argument about gravity doesn't actually suck. My God, with the group of guys I'm around, I can't say anything correct if I try to make a point. Well, okay. I saw it hit in the, I think I got it at this level, but I think that's it for me today, guys. You still have over a minute. I still have to, excuse me, go to work, and I need some more espresso. But hopefully, guys, you saw how this RV strategy works. It's really well. Don't forget to look at all the links and stuff under the show more and how to get the stuff if you want. Or just start looking over the channel because you can learn all this stuff without buying anything. You know, on the comments, I answer a lot of questions too. Or if you have emails and you're really stuck, because some of these emails came in like you've been struggling for 3 months and you had some bad information. Wow, I wish I would have stayed in there longer. Huh? And just ask me, just ask me because you were losing money needlessly by having part of the strategy wrong. And I could see how, I wasn't clear enough, and I apologize for that. But yeah, hopefully you can get it back now. You can make the money back now that you know how to trade this. Okay, guys, well, listen, thanks for watching. Remember, stay inquisitive. Always keep learning different strategies. Go easy on yourself. Sometimes it takes years to round the corner to start making money. Just stay in a sim or keep your share size very low until you start to feel like you've made it for 10 days in a row, 20 days in a row, maybe 40 days in a row. And it's like, hey, I can do this now. I've got it. I've passed the hump. But just go easy on yourself because, man, you could just beat yourself up. And it just happens to everybody. It's everybody. Like I said recently, 4 years is probably the outside that maybe you're probably doing something wrong. And then instantly is the best way. I just started trading yesterday, and I made a win for the last 6 months every day. So you have that range in there, and it's about 2 years is about average that you start to see stuff that you haven't seen before. If you continue to watch things and read things and practice in a simulator. So if you're only at the second year and you're thinking, I'll never get this, no. What it's really saying is look at something different, because all this data that you have, you don't realize it, how much you have. You start talking to somebody that doesn't trade. That's how you know. They look at you like you're a genius, like they say, what? What's a line? What? What's a Fibonacci? What? They don't even know. They're just eyes gloss over. They don't even know what you're talking about. So what does that tell you? You learned all this crap that doesn't seem like you've learned anything, So, but putting that all together, the symmetry of putting that together to make money, that's where the real, you can learn and learn and learn and learn, but you've got to put it all together and see it. And that takes years. The people that can do it so fast, great. There are some. More often than not, though, they do it really good for 2 or 3 months, but because they didn't have all that pain that you're going through, they're not prepared for the losses that could hit them big, and they've scaled up, and then suddenly they've blown their account. They've lost their house. I don't know people that have done that. I'm just saying, I know people that have blown their account. I am one of those people. Anyway, guys, stay inquisitive. Thanks for watching. Go green out there, and I'll see you soon.